No, 5. Next day. 2. Oh, Helen. Oh my God. Helen Hart, everyone. Let's just give Helen Hart a hand. We love you. It's 2 a.m. Look at you. Okay, so I'm going to, are we recording? We
Yeah,
are.
we're
Alex, thank. Okay, this is a live stream today with Tiff and myself. It's called Awakening Leaders. And the message is very important. And all of you that are here and that have registered, we've had, I think we're close to maybe about 100 registrations. And we know that everyone has a lot going on. And that is why we record these things. And we will send out the replay. And I want to start with uh, the title, Awakening Leaders. And I think the word leader, what do all of you think of when we say the word leader? What does it mean to you? The context that we're using leader, it's anyone willing to step forward first, right? That could be a myriad of things. It could be a parent breaking cycles for their kids. It could be someone that feels like they have boundaries to set, so they start setting boundaries to preserve their nervous system. That could be somebody that has spiritual skills and gifts, and you're ready to really serve the world at a higher level, utilizing the gifts you were born with, right? You were born this way. It could be somebody that is just really ready to choose themselves. Like they just are tired of living, putting themselves in the back or muting their voice or not speaking their true words. That's what we're talking about when we say leader. I would say the word is also synonymous with healer. And a lot of times when we think of the word healer, we may think, oh, that means I have to do hands-on healing or I have to, do psychic readings or something wild like that. Nope. A healer is also you in your true essence. It's you living returned to the truth of yourself. So many of us have abandoned ourselves. And once we start coming back and returning to ourselves, that's when the real magic begins. It doesn't matter what kind of work we're doing. It doesn't matter what our day holds. So today is about awakening leaders. It's about returning to the truth of you. Tiff will be teaching the class. And what I would like to do is take us through a grounding right here at the beginning so that we can set the energy for this beautiful experience that we're all here having together. If you don't know who Tiff and I are, maybe you're new to our world. A lot of you are extremely familiar faces, but some of you may be new to our world. Tiff and I have been on a mission. We have been living a mission for the last 16 years. Tiff is a gifted, intuitive healer, channel, teacher, entrepreneur, coach, woman of incredible power. And I am Jack. We have been together for, I write Tiff 19. We're walking into our 19th year together. Wow, holy shit. And we fucking love each other. So if you don't know that by now, that's gonna come across really, really, really quick. I am a mindset coach. My specialty is what goes on between your ears and cleaning that up inside of there so that you can boldly move forward into a higher level of your true essence. So let's go ahead and do a grounding. I invite all of you that can comfortably close your eyes to do that. You're welcome to stay on camera, go off camera, just do what feels good to you. And as you close your eyes, move into your breath. God, I'm glad you've been breathing today. Just breathe in. And as you breathe in, let's show those beautiful lungs of yours some serious love. Those lungs, those life-giving, air-moving organs inside of your body. And if you want to, you can put your hands on your chest and just feel those gorgeous lungs. As you breathe in, all the beauty and the light and the abundance and the possibilities that are yours, just breathe those all right into your body. As you breathe out, let your body become heavy. Let Mother Earth do her work. The gravity that she is holding you to her in the most loving embrace. And again, as you breathe in, breathe light in through the top of you. And as you breathe out, return everything that you've been carrying today that is not yours, that you've picked up from other people or for other people, lovingly with love, send it back. We are all whole. We all have the support that we need, even if we don't believe it. We do. So return anything you've been carrying to the people it belongs to, or the things or the places. Send it back. Good. And anywhere that you've given your power away, pull it back to you. Pull your power back, tap it into your heart so that you're centered in you. I want you to bring your awareness with your eyes closed to the you that you are, that unique, individualized essence that you call by your name, right? You've been named. But this essence goes far beyond this body. This essence goes far beyond this name. This essence is the truth of who you always are. Whether it's in this time or another time, this place or another place, this dimension or another dimension, this you, this essence that I speak of, you are infinite, limitless, magnificent, rich, individualized, unique, and just feel that connection, connect, return, breathe into that part of you, that God particle, that spark, your true essence, breathe into it, speak to your unconscious mind and say, I'm willing to see myself today. I'm willing to see something about me that I may not have been paying attention to. I'm willing to see, show me. Show me. And then take a moment and expand your shield, an energy shield from your heart center. Breathe it out like a bubble. It can be any color you want it to be. It could be glittery, and see those beautiful, that shield is all around you and there are slits in it, little slits in your shield to keep attracting and magnetizing all the good to you. And all the good is pouring into you, but it holds off anything that's not a frequency match. Anything that would drain you, pull you down, make you feel confused, that is held at bay by your gorgeous fortification that is you. Perfect. So now breathe in again, breathe all the way into your body, come back into the room, okay? We need you in your body now. Get really deep in your body, feel your feet. Notice the air on your nose and your hands. And notice what your hair might be feeling, right? Our hair has feeling when we touch it. And once you're back in your body, I invite you to open your eyes and know that you're in a safe place. You're in a safe room. Tiffany and I are holding space in this place. Nothing's going to push you out of what feels good to you. Well, you may feel a little discomfort because sometimes when we remember something about ourselves that we've tucked away for a very long time, it can make us feel scared. It can make us feel uncomfortable because anything new is going to register as discomfort. So don't be afraid of that. Know that this space is held for you. This space is clear. This space is clean. It's safe here. It's safe for you to show up fully. We invite you to show your face. If it feels resonant, we would love to see your face. If you're somebody that's like, I really can't do that, stay here in the room with us. Do not leave. And if you feel like you can show your face, know that you're in a safe place to be seen. Okay, so now I'll turn it over to Tiff. Tiff, take it away. I'll be right here in the chat thread with you. So as Tiff is teaching, if I need to bring something to Tiff's attention, I will. Sometimes we may hold the questions till the end. I'll just kind of follow Tiff's lead. I'm really good when she starts teaching to read her energy and where she's going with something. And all of you over here in the chat thread, don't be afraid to talk. Like here you are, like we're all in a room together from around the world. We'd love to have now if you'd all share where you're joining us from. I know we have a 2 a.m. Australian in the house. Helen, way to go. And so Kelly Percival's here from Australia. Share where you're joining us from so that we can see with our eyes how we are connecting, all of us here are connecting with our like-minded souls from around the world. Okay. Okay. Rochester, Western Australia, Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, Anacortes, Washington, Canberra, Australia, Mesa, Arizona, normally in Hawaii, Hampshire, UK, Colorado, Salt Lake City, another Colorado. Yeah, we're here together because we seriously match. We're in the right place. So Tiff, take it away. Take it away, babe.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So today we're going to be talking about awakening leaders. I was just literally sitting here thinking, if you're a leader because you're born that way and you feel this pull and it never lets you go. It just never lets you go. And it's scary and we don't know how to do it. But today we're going to talk about something that's really important, and it's about your body as your guide, because your body has wisdom. But we're going to get deeper into that in a little bit. First of all, I just want you to take a really good deep breath, okay? And acknowledge, yes, there's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, and it's okay because it's the unraveling, so the true things can come in and land in place. I am not a fear teacher. I'm not going to scare you. I'm just helping you remember who you really are. Okay. How does your body feel right now? Go ahead and put it in the chat. Just kind of give yourself a body scan. How does your body feel? And if you're not in your body, this will make you get there because this is really, really important. Grounded for Araceli, relaxed, so much better today. Good, Belinda. Calm, grounded, great, crappy, relaxed and grounded. Sorry, Nadia. Tired. So my body today, I had to do some like magic work because my back felt like it was trying to go out. That makes me an unhappy person, but it's better. I'm able to sit here. I can walk around the house now. I look a little like decrepit, but whatever. Cozy, relaxed, peaceful, calm, present. Hi, Jeff. My bladder is full. You better go potty, Corey. Your excuse to go. That's the worst feeling in the world. I know. Overall, Kimberly says, I feel good. You never, I didn't look decrepit at the retreat. That's good. So funny story. Last week today, we had people fly in from all over the world to come to our 2-day retreat, which was next level. It really was. And we had a reception here and everyone was so happy to see each other, hugs and kisses, just such a wonderful experience. And we had an incredible sangria drink and some tequila shots, and Mama Tiff always overdoes it when it's a party. I've warned you all. I woke up the next day to teach on my feet for 6 hours with a hangover, and I will never do that again. Nobody would have known I had a hangover. I was standing there going, holy shit. But we made it. The next day was amazing. Then we had another huge party, and then I was recovering from another hangover for probably 4 days. So I am back on it, feeling good and really excited to talk about leadership because now is the time. This is the open conduit, the open door for all leaders to step forward in their power for the rest of forever, because there are frequency changes and shifts in the world right now that are here to support you more than they've ever been. I know that Jack and I have been in business for forever. We've been coaching forever, doing healing work, teaching all the things for many, many years. And this is the time now where it is needed the most because we're in the biggest spiritual awakening in creation. And people are waiting for your message. If that's all I said to you, this would be enough just to remind you that you are here for a reason. You're not here to just sit on the couch and dream about being a leader. Those that think about being a leader, they only think about it because they are a leader. And my job and Jack's job is to remind you of the truth of who you really are. And Jack speaks so lovingly about me, but I got to tell you, this mindset guy of mine is #1 top in the world. I'm telling you. In fact, he's just been invited to teach for Tony Robbins. So we're excited about that. And he is a very, very powerful mindset coach, business teacher, or coach. I'm sure he'll talk all about that, but he's pretty amazing. So I'm glad he's with me here today. We usually teach separately, so we get to be with each other on Zoom, which is nice. Okay. So this is not about strategies or fixing today. All right. This is about you remembering, you returning to the core of your own essence, the truth of you as a leader. That's why we call this awakening leaders. Okay. Answering the call in a world in transition. So when the world spins out and your body is in it, your body's not going to lie to you. And this is what I want you to think about. Your body has wisdom. And I learned a lot about body wisdom when I had my brain injury 5 years ago. I was able to listen, tune in, and listen to my body and have it tell me exactly what to do to heal this brain injury without doctors. And I'm not saying anything bad about doctors, but I have my brain injury because of doctors, and I was too afraid to go back. So I thought, my body knows what to do. And I want to tell you right now, I was able to heal and come into a much better place than I've ever been in my life, way even before the brain injury. And it's because my body was the wisdom, and so is yours. And it doesn't have to be through a health issue. Yes, it is that, it can be that, but it also will guide and lead you as a leader and tell you what to do and where to go. You just have to listen. Okay. So what happens to us is our nervous system goes kaput because we're serving constantly. We're doing what everyone else tells us to do. We're beating ourselves up because we're not perfect. We're beating ourselves up because we're not where we think we should be. And then our nervous system gets taxed over and over. And nobody taught us in school. Nobody talked to us about maintaining a healthy nervous system because it just worked for us. No one was ever thinking about it. You don't know how powerful it is until you don't have it anymore. And that's what happened to me, is my nervous system was annihilated and I was barely functioning, let alone living. When I understood the nervous system, I'm like, this is one of the most important things I can learn, because with highly sensitive people, very gifted people, nervous system is a big deal and you have to get it into check. If you don't get it into check, you can't hear your body wisdom. So I'm just going to give you some really simple ways to get your nervous system in check really quickly. Okay. And some of these are going to feel funny, but it's not that hard to do. And I can tell you, if your nervous system is tapped out, I can tell you're going to have to go into a recovery process. The way you do that is start doing these little things when you feel a flare up. And pretty soon you stay pretty clear. So here's something really easy to do. Your 4-7-8 breath. How many of you have heard of the 4-7-8 breath? Raise your hand. I'm going to tell you what it is. Super easy. You breathe in your nose for the count of 4. You hold it for the count of 7. And you blow out like a straw for the count of 8. I mean, how hard is that? You can do it while you're in the movie theater, which the reason I brought that up is I have to do that because I'm sitting on someone's energy that makes me nervous or anxious, or I absorb. And so I calm my nervous system by doing this. You can do it when you're driving in the car. You can do it in the grocery store. Okay. This will calm your nervous system down so fast. I can't even tell you. And I do it for 4 times. That's it. And then everything is like, I'm like, okay, now I can get back into my body instead of being fight and flight. or freeze. Okay. A long exhaled sigh. How many of you do this and you don't even know why you're doing it? You're like, oh, how many of you do that? Raise your hand. It's a calming nervous system thing. And our body, like I said, our body has wisdom. So you'll hear me do this a lot. I'm like, ooh, yeah, okay. That is what and you can naturally do it just by making a decision to do it. And it begins to calm the nervous system. Okay. Let's all just try it together right now. Ah, yes. Oh, and it just shifts things. People might be wondering what you're doing in the other room if they're listening. Okay. Here's another one. Hand on heart, hand on stomach. You're just going to put a gentle pressure and you're just going to say in your mind, I am safe and I am here. Feel that. I'm safe and I'm here. Put a little pressure on your chest and tummy. I am safe. I'm here. Right? Okay. Then there's this. Now listen, you don't have to memorize all these. You can write them down. All you need is a couple. I'm just giving you options because highly sensitive people like variety. So I'm going to give you some because we get bored. We're sick and tired of doing our deep breathing. So we might as well do this, where we caress our arms 20 times like this. Okay. I always have my students do this. You'll notice as you do it, go ahead and do it now. You'll notice that your body just starts to calm, self-soothing, calming the nervous system. Empaths really need, and highly sensitive people really need assistance in calming the nervous system because we're really good at helping other people feel comforted or soothed. But we haven't had a lot of opportunity to be soothed by others. And even if we were, it wouldn't last very long. Okay. Our job is to self-soothe. And what that means is calm the nervous system. And these are just super, super simple ways to do it. And most of us don't ever do it. We're just like, I feel like shit. I don't know what's wrong with me. I need to lay down. Lay down, that's great. But you can do things that are really quick, easy, and fast. Okay. Okay. Cold splash or wet cloth that's cold. Put your hands in cold water. Put cold water on your face. Or you can do what Jack does and spends time. I think Jeff does this too. You spend time in the shower every morning with cold water hitting you. I've been doing it. It goes against my feminine energy, but I'm doing it. It is not comfortable, but you can put cold water in your face, put your hands in cold water for 30 seconds, and it will calm your nervous system. Do it in the shower in the morning. It'll change your life, but you'll really have to like commit to it because it's rough, man. It's pretty rough. Okay. I think I'm going to leave it with that. I have a whole bunch more, but this is a really good start. You can always get online and look up easy, simple ways to calm your nervous system, and it'll lay everything out for you. It's not hard to do. We just have to love ourselves enough to do it. Okay. Alrighty. Let's talk about the myth of waiting. You are not waiting for permission. This is one of the things that's pretty intense is we never feel like we're ready to be the leader that we know that we are. How many of you in this class right now have had feelings of like, I know I'm a leader. I don't necessarily know what it is, but I know that I'm here to lead something. Raise your hand. Yeah, you wouldn't be here listening to this class if you didn't feel some call to be a leader in some way. And we're always waiting for permission. I don't have enough education. I don't have enough certifications, yada, yada, yada. I just want to say, forget it. Jack and I had 0 certifications when we started our business. for the first decade. Nothing on our wall. We just had life experience. Jack took psychology in college. I was raising babies and went to college here and there. And I just didn't care. I'm like, I have got something really important. And we built our business on no certifications. Now, I'm not saying you have to do it that way, but I'm saying it's not about you waiting for permission or you waiting for, oh, is it the right time? If you're feeling that leadership experience, it's time. Now we have tons of certifications on our wall because we did it 10 years later. I'm like, hey, let's get our hypnotherapy certification or license, all the things. So we have it now, but it didn't change anything. We really wanted to learn hypnotherapy. We wanted to learn NLP and the ins and outs of it, so we did it. But we didn't do it to build our business. If you need permission, I'm giving it to you. You are here with a message of some kind. And there is a certain group of people that are waiting for you, that you have an agreement with, that you're going to show up. That's why you have this feeling. So, where do you believe you're needed is the question. And you don't need to answer this. I just want you to start thinking about it. And where do you feel your calling, that leadership energy? Where do you feel it in your body? Just take about 20 seconds. I want you to close your eyes, scan your body, and tell me where that feeling is. Go ahead and put it in the chat. Jack said chest all the way. Jeff said my heart. Belinda said head, top of my gut and chest, my gut, chest and gut, head and stomach area, head in my gut, throat, full body. Isn't that interesting? How different it feels. Really interesting, right? I feel it from here to my belly button, right there. And that's where you're going to find resistance in your body, by the way. If you're not living in your leadership, you'll find constriction in the areas. But we're going to talk about that in just a minute. What I'm going to take you through right now is a test, a quiz that says, are you ready to answer your call for leadership? Okay, so let me explain this to you. 1 is not at all. 5 is completely true. And it goes from 1 to 5. You get to decide the numbers. 1, 5, not at all, completely true. And then kind of in between. Okay, so I'm going to ask you 10 questions. Keep track of your numbers, and then I'll tell you what that means. You ready? Okay, number 1, I sense a deep purpose stirring in me, even if I can't name it. 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Number 2, I often feel the urge to speak up and guide others, even if I feel nervous or unprepared. Okay. Look at all those 5s coming in. A 4 and a 3. 4. Good, good, good. Number 3, when the world feels chaotic, I want to help, but sometimes I doubt my ability. 1 to 5. Not at all. Up to absolutely. Number 4, I notice places in my life where I'm waiting for permission or a sign to take action?
Tiff, will you repeat that one?
Uh-huh. I notice places in my life where I'm waiting for permission or a sign before taking action. This is a big one, by the way. And so if you're sitting in this class, and we're going to have a whole lot of people watching this after the fact because they'll be at work or whatever. This is a really, really big one. This happens probably all the time. Okay, number 5, I have a desire to create change, even if I don't have the perfect plan yet. Oh, the third one is the one that you lost. Number 3 is when the world feels chaotic, I want to help, but sometimes I doubt my ability. Okay, number 6. I feel called to use my voice more, but something holds me back. I feel called to use my voice, but something holds me back. Number 7, I recognize patterns of people coming to me for advice, comfort, or inspiration. I recognize patterns of people coming to me for advice, comfort, or inspiration. Okay, number 8. I carry tension or pressure around getting it right instead of trusting my own wisdom. Okay, number 9. I sometimes feel resistance or fear when I imagine stepping forward in a bigger way. Now, it's really important that you're honest with these questions. All of these are pretty normal for leaders. I sometimes feel resistance or fear when I imagine stepping forward in a bigger way. I've been doing this for 17 years and I still feel this when I do something new. Number 10, deep down, I know there is power, wisdom, and clarity in me that the world needs. I saw a lot of 4s and 5s. Okay, so now I'm going to explain to you what the numbers are. So mostly 4 and 5, this is you as a leader awakening. You're closer than you think. Your next step is to trust and act. Okay. Mostly 4 and 5s. Mostly 2s and 3s. You're in the doorway. The desire is present, but self-doubt, fear, and old stories can be clouding your confidence. This is normal. This is leadership remembering itself. And then mostly 1s, you may be at the threshold of discovery, but your focus now will be on your own inner work. So go ahead and put in the chat, are you the leader awakening, or are you in the doorway, which is the 2s and 3s, or are you here to do your inner work for now? Awakening, Trina. Leader awakening, Chris, awakening. Doorway, Lisa Daniels, I'm awakened. Awakening, 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 awakened. I've awakened. See, you guys knew when you came to this class. Look
Can I,
all you.
can I say something?
Yeah.
So whenever we're doing tests like this and we're all giving our answers, don't you dare compare yourself.
Yeah.
There is no comparison in this room because we are each an individualized expression. Our essence is unique. Where we are is right for us right now. And so just please know that we are here to become more aware of where we are. That's all this is. So good job. Really good
Yes.
job.
Okay. Babe, how much time do you need at the end? You're muted. I can't hear you.
Just like 5 minutes.
Okay, cool. So it looks like everybody here is in the place of taking what did I say it was? Taking action, trusting yourself and taking action. So congratulations. Of course you're sitting here because why would you come here if you didn't feel called as a leader? I don't think people spend much time listening to stuff that don't interest them. Okay, so the next part I want to talk to you about, my leader friends, is your voice as a portal. You share your leadership magic through speaking. Now, don't get me wrong, your presence is really powerful, but when you have a powerful presence, people want to talk to you. That means you got to talk. And it can be really intense to talk because we have all these ideas. Well, what if I say the wrong thing? What if I tell them to do something and it's not right for them? What if? I mean, I could go on with everything I've ever heard. I'm not ready because I'm not sure what I'm talking about. How many times when you're not trying, you just are kind of relaxed, someone asks you something and you spill out all this information and you're like, whoa, I don't know where that came from. Raise your hand if you've ever had that experience. Looks like most of you, right? Wherever you feel afraid or unsure is actually your doorway. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but I want you to know your voice is where you hold your power. Voice carries frequency and energy that changes everything. Why do you think we talk? Right? When you speak from truth, everything changes. When you speak from lies, everything shuts down. We're not talking about lies today. I just had to add that in there because when you speak from truth, everything begins to change. The right people gather, the next path for you appears, and energy stops fragmenting. So, here's my question for you. What the hell do you want to talk about?
And Tiff, would you also speak to what you mean when you say truth?
Your truth.
Yeah.
Yours. Thank you. That's actually very, very important because everybody believes different things, but your truth belongs to you. And there are people out there waiting for your truth because it's their truth too. So I want to know from you, I'm going to give you 20 seconds to just kind of close your eyes and let's just have a brain meld. I want you to think about what you want to talk about and write it down in the chat. Now, there's no right or wrong answer here. Just do it. Just think about it. What do you want to talk about? What wants to be brought through your voice? Jack, what do you want to talk about?
Exactly what I'm talking about. It's what I talk about every single day, that you have the power in you. You being your true expression of the truth of who you really are, and you bring that part forward, unstoppable,
All right.
gorgeous, magnificent, good God, amazing, amazing.
Love people, golden rule to put an end to animal abuse. Very good. Helping people who are going through a bad time in life, flow with your passion. These are amazing. Unconditional love and healing. That fear is a lie, love, and we're here to have joy. Change, be who you are. Trust is yourself, but I'm guessing, Cecilia, you're saying trust in yourself. Love, joy, and be the real me. Yes, Cecilia, trust in yourself.
And, as I look through this list, what's amazing is a couple of you were talking about caring for animals that can't, being a voice for animals. And a few of us are saying, trusting yourself, follow your dreams. And we're saying similar things. But the beautiful thing about that is it's unique to you, right? Because there's only one you speaking this message. The message may be the same, right? Believing in yourself or whatever, but when you speak it, there are certain people and places on this planet that can only hear your tone,
Yes.
your frequency, your sound, your color. And because we're all unique, there is a place for each one of us to bring this forward. And there's a group of people here, it could be few, it could be many, that are literally created and hardwired to hear you. And that your message is the one that they will hear. And it's beautiful. There's plenty. There's plenty of room for all of us.
I love this. I love looking at this list. Katie said oneness with God. Mary said healing, remembrance, connection, sovereignty, becoming, astrology. Jeff said just authenticity without limitation or inhibition. You're the creator of your own reality, as with so within. As without, so within. Super powerful to understand and a great catalyst for powerful positive change. Obviously, in each one of these things, you've had experience here. Right now, my big conversation is the Queen's Path and teaching my students how to build an incredible life as a gifted person, a sensitive person in 5D. And of course, I'm doing my healing and channeling work in our private coaching. It's all about coming back to self, the return to self. There's nothing about you that's broken. The only thing that is going on inside of you is that you have had amnesia. And now you're waking up. You're waking up to remember who you really are and why you're really here. There's no accident that you were born at this time. There's no accident you're on this call today. There's no accident that you feel this truth about you, that you are here to speak something that will change things. And like Jack said, you have a specific tone, a specific vibration and frequency that appeals to others that carry that same need for that frequency. They're looking for you. So when you put yourself off and you don't take action and you don't do what it is that you need to do to get yourself in your leadership position, people are waiting. They're like, where are you? They're waiting. No one else is you. No one else can deliver your message. Nobody. They can talk about the same message, but it will not feel and look or be near the same. There's tons of mindset coaches out there, but no one can touch what Jack does because it's Jack. Yvonne said, all truth is inside of you. Amen. Okay, good job, you guys. Good job sharing. So now we're going to talk about resistance. We've always heard that resistance is terrible. We got to get out of resistance, but it's actually, resistance isn't a block, it's a doorway. So once you feel that resistance, you know you're in resistance. You can't prevent resistance. You only can feel it when it happens, and then you have a decision to make. So this is what we're going to do. I want you to feel in your body where you feel tight, afraid, or unsure. Just go ahead and close your eyes. Where do you feel in your body? Tight, afraid, or unsure? When you have that answer, go ahead and put it in the chat. Gut, back, lungs, arms, my neck, shoulders, head, chest, throat. Good job, guys. Good job. Chest, stomach, throat, gut, tongue. Throat. It's moving so fast. If I miss your answer, I apologize. Neck and shoulders, my head at the moment. Neck and throat, neck and chest. Back, shoulders, head. Isn't that interesting? When you stop and pay attention, you can see what's going on. You can see where your resistance is. This is your doorway, okay? This is where your power lives. Do not bypass it. Meet it. Say, oh, there you are. I'm going to take you through an exercise now to release that resistance. And this is something you can use at any time, okay? So let's just pause wherever you are. You're sitting here with me, so just take a good deep breath. Let your body settle. Get your feet on the floor. Get your spine soft, your tummy soft. Okay. I want you to take a slow breath and let your attention move through your body, not to change anything, just to notice. It's really important that you don't go after things to conquer, that you just take a look and witness. That keeps you out of resistance. Okay. Let your attention move through your body, not to change anything, just to notice. I want you to notice the place that feels tight, tense, or like it's holding on, that heaviness that we get. You've already defined it. Just notice it. Don't fix it. Just notice. Say, hello, I see you. Go ahead and place your hand, if you can, on that place. And then I'm going to have you take a deep breath right into those spots. Good. Imagine you're breathing into that tightness, not forcing it, just letting each exhale gently surround it like a warm mist. A warm mist. Good. Now you're going to give it permission. You're going to whisper to that tightness in your mind, it's okay. You can soften. You're allowed to be here. You're allowed to let go. If this tension shifts even 1%, it's progress. If it doesn't, that's okay. Your presence alone is the medicine. The next thing you're going to ask is what it needs. Ask that place, what do you need right now? What do you need right now? Maybe it wants more breath, sound, gentle touch, or just loving attention. Just trust whatever comes to you. Good. Now you're going to close with kindness and you're going to say, thank you for holding me even through the hard parts. Thank you for holding me even through the hard parts. And remind yourself gently, it is safe to soften. It is safe to soften. Go ahead and put your hands down, wiggle your fingers, stretch a little. Move your body and come all the way back into your body, back into the feet on the floor. How many of you felt those tight parts start to soften? Raise your hand. Good job, guys. Good job. What, if you would put in the chat, go ahead and share. What is it that part of you said it needed? I'm really interested. If you're willing to share, go ahead and put that in the chat. What is it that it needed? Trina said rest, touch, rest, love, touch, legs and head rest, love and patience, trust and faith, touch and rest, presence without judgment. Very good. Touch, touch, patience and love. Hydration, touch, gentle movement, acknowledgement, patience and love, belief that no matter what I need to do, my higher self in the universe has got my back. Absolutely. Heat and warmth. Good, good. Absolutely. Okay, guys, the last thing that we're going to talk about today is you don't have to carry it all. A lot of times as leaders, we're like, how can I do this? I'm on my own. Nobody's going to support me. I don't have any help. Right? Leaders are not left alone. True leaders know how to receive support, nourishment, and grounding. You are allowed to rest and ask for help. And you're also allowed to not know how to do it. I heard a voice say to me, oh gosh, 18 years ago, it's your job to bring bag work to the world. And I was like, well, okay, I have absolutely no clue how to do it. But I said, just open the door and I will walk through. And that's what I did. And now bag work is all over the world. And we have is that right? Facilitators that use this for their own clients. You can get certified to teach it.
So you need to explain what bag work is.
I'll let you do that because you're going to talk in just a minute.
Okay.
That's your job. Okay, that's our process, and Jack will just share a little bit about it. So what I'm going to do now is we're here to support you. And I'm going to have Jack share now what it is, his magic that he's going to share. I don't know what he's going to be talking about, but I'm going to turn the rest of the time over to him. And I'm just glad that you were here to experience the fact that, yes, you are a leader. You know where it is in your body. Your body is your doorway. You know how to get out of resistance and how to start speaking. And now it's time for you to take action because the world's actually waiting for you right now. So, Jack.
Thank you, Tiff. That was awesome.
Mr. Walker.
Okay, so here's the deal. Until we make the unconscious conscious, right? It will direct our life. We'll call it fate. The unconscious part of ourself, keeping ourselves, our leadership, where we feel called, our purpose, keeping that under wraps, that stays very unconscious. Today it got blasted out into the light, right? And I love, Tiff, that you taught about resistance, because once we begin to recognize, oh, I do feel some call. I feel something pulling at me. I feel this message or this way of being is really important. I feel that me honoring my true voice, my true expression, my true desire it matters to me. We're moving out into the arena of being true to ourselves, returning to ourselves. And the more we return to ourselves, the more we begin to see what matters to you. And there's a part in this being awakening leaders, right? In this uncertain world, there is the time is now. And it's no accident that Tiff and I are on this planet doing what we do. And there's no accident that this was what today was supposed to be. I listen intuitively to what's the next thing. And this was what the next thing was. And when Tiff is talking about bag work, that's BAGWORK, is the process that Tiff created. She could see how the brain worked. She could see how our limiting beliefs, our fear, our uncertainty, how it was running the show, and how to identify and bring those unconscious limiting beliefs that tell us why we can't do that. We can't move forward. We can't speak our truth. We can't set a boundary. We can't take time for ourselves. That's bullshit. Those are limiting beliefs. Yes, they are beliefs, but they're limiting your peace, your joy, your power, your possibility, your truth. And so we had this process. Bag work comes in, Tiff creates it. She hears a voice. It's your job to bring bag work to the world. She says, yes, okay. I don't have any idea, but okay, I'll do it. And she invited me to walk into this with her. And I said, sure, I'll be your secretary. What is wrong with you? I'm asking you to be my business partner. I said, I'm really good. I can type really fast. And she's like, that's not what I'm talking about. And I said, I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I can't. But the beautiful thing is, because we have bag work and because I had a way to identify my bullshit and I could start clearing it out of the way, I could say yes to the next step, right? And so, yes, we jumped in. I jumped in. It only took me about a day or two to change my mind and be like, okay, I'm in, and have never looked back. Bag work is, yeah, thank you, Alex. It's our trademarked belief clearing process. And it fucking works very well. Many people on this call are doing bag work. They know what it means, and it frees our voice. It frees our truth. It frees us to say yes in a bigger way to what's sitting on our heart. Right? And so, yeah, bag works. It's what we do. It's what is the game changer. It's what makes it possible to bring our truth out. We have a program that's called Voice and Vocation. And that's the business program that I coach. And we do bag work, we do clearing, we do a bunch of things. And then over here, we have the personal immersion track where you do bag work for yourself personally. So you can set boundaries, you can say no, you can stand for your truth, you can be more aligned with what feels right for you. We have our private coaching, we have all the things. But it all includes you saying yes to yourself. So the next step for any of you are like, I feel activated or awake, or there's a part of me that feels the call, then the next step is for you and I to sit together and do a connect call. And this is how we do it. This is how many of the people here are part of our group coaching work that we do. And some of you aren't, and many of you are. But all of you came through a connect call with me because I absolutely love having a conversation with you to know what lights you up. And if there's something about what lights you up that feels aligned for help and assistance and support, then I'll know and we'll talk and I'll offer and you'll say yes or you'll say no, but you'll know your next step. You're here for more, and more can feel scary because our brains don't like the new and the different. Our brain gets loud and mad and wants to push us back in the cave and say, no, you can't do that. No, you can't set that boundary. No, you can't do that. You can't bring that business forward. No. And I say yes. And we're going to get that stinking thinking out of the way so you can fly forward. And yes, like Tiff shared, we do have bag work facilitators now that are actively coaching and utilizing bag work. You know, when Tiff heard the voice, it's your job to bring it to the world. And she said, yes, I have no idea how, but she didn't shy away. She didn't hide. And she invited me to join her. And then I said, yes. And now we have other facilitators that also said yes. Bagwork's moving across the world. Legit. And so what I would love to do and what I made the decision with a connect call for those of you that are serious about, you can feel the next step is calling to you, but you don't know for sure what it is. I want to talk to you. And for any of you that book the connect call because you want to figure out what your next step is, and I will facilitate holding the space and hearing where you are and offering, if there's something we do that supports you there, you'll know what it is. And then we can determine from there, if it's like, let's do it. And if not, you'll at least know exactly where you are and where you're going. And for anyone that books the connect call, Alex, would you just put the, oh, there it is. You did it. Good. That's my scheduler right there. When you click on the scheduler, it will show you what availability I have next week. And pick a time that works for you. You'll get the Zoom link. And then we'll jump on a Zoom call. And for all of you that complete and do the connect call with me, I'm gifting you access to our home study, which is called Empath School Home Study. It's a really big fucking deal.
Wow, that's a really nice gift.
Holy
I
shit.
did not know that.
I mean, this is a really big deal because inside that home study is everything to tend to your nervous system, to expand your spiritual gifts, to deal with narcissists, to deal with energy vampires, to shield and ground your energy as a highly sensitive empath. And it also has bag work. No shit. It does. So come to the connect call. That program will go into your hand. And because once I get a good chance to get to know you, then I will be able to guide you also within that, like where to focus first inside that home study. And some of you will say, I want to do voice and vocation. Like I'm really ready. And voice and vocation is when you will be bringing your message to the world. You will. It's not optional once you come into voice and vocation. And you can see some of the people in voice and vocation, they're going to be nodding their heads and they're like, yes, Jack is serious about helping us move forward in really beautiful, loving, powerful ways. But yes, it's real. Or some of you may be like, you know what? I want to come fully into the group work with the other empaths and highly sensitive people and be coached by Tiff every week and Jack for Mindset Reboot and do bad work together as a group. You don't have to know what all that means, but you do have to connect with me so that we can talk. That's it. And I'm a super nice guy. Truly. So click the link. So this is your next step. Book a call with me. If you're feeling like moved, if it feels aligned, do it. And if you're watching this on replay and you're not sitting in the live Zoom room, down below, wherever you're watching this replay, you're going to find a button that says book a connect call. Just click it, or the emails. We'll send an email to all of you after this is over with a link to the replay. And we'll put my booking link inside the email too. So we're going to give you lots of opportunity to book time with me. And let's do this. You're here for a reason. You're in the right place, it's the right time, and your brain's going to tell you all the reasons why this is not going to work, or it's not for me, or no, I can't because of this, that, or the other thing. I call bullshit on all of those. All of that, those are all limiting beliefs, are bullshit. And this is my specialty, is calling bullshit and getting rid of the bullshit so you can say yes to yourself in a bigger way. So does that make sense? Are there any questions before we wrap today's live stream up? Are we all clear? Let me see. Any questions? So here we go. Let's do this, okay? Thank you for joining us today. Share us with your friends. We're not going anywhere anytime soon except for wherever you are because you're our people and we belong together. Thank you for joining us. Tiff, did you want to say anything before we sign off?
I'm just so happy that y'all made it today. And I'm so glad that we could share this with you because everybody's waiting for the leaders of the world to show their beautiful faces and to speak up. So let's do it.
And those of you that have been in our world for a good while and you're really familiar, but you're feeling the call that's pushing you further, oh my God, I need to talk to you too if you're ready for the next step, even if you've been inside our school for a while. So it includes you. I love you. Thank you for being here with us. Thanks, Tiff. It was awesome.
Bye, guys.